News being reported right now that Canelo Alvarez is set to face off against Terence Crawford later on this year. They're talking about September. Um, Seemed like it was gonna be a stretch for September because originally on my schedule, I felt like Pacheco was gonna be the guy for September, and that was before the Williams Skull thing popped up. So I can see that adjusting. But what I'm hearing right now is in Las Vegas, um, September 2025. I know they were saying it could happen in May and whatever, but I felt like September is going to be somewhat of a stretch, just because what is Terence Crawford going to do? So he's going to fight last August, and then he's going to wait all the way to September. I mean, they'll give him time to put on some weight, but that definitely is, Canelo fought around the same time last year, September, but I know he's going to get another fight in. And I don't know if Terence Crawford will get another fight in before the Canelo fight. So right now, in my eyes, I feel like that fight definitely could have happened in May, but we're in January right now, and it's a lot more unknowns floating around. Around this time last year, Canelo already knew that he was going to fight Munguia and possibly Berlanga already in September. So I think that William Skull could be a huge option as far as this May fight coming up. But it's a lot of reports flying around right now that they've agreed to a situation with Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford. Behind the scenes, it hasn't been anything solidified as far as uh, in front of everybody in the public. Haven't been official yet, officially announced, but they're trying to put some things together because I heard earlier today a lot of people said that Ryan Garcia and T.O. was going to be on possibly a co-main event in May with Canelo and Terence Crawford. I just wanted to hold my horses on that, like I said earlier, because knowing Canelo, it sounds good, but I don't know if it's going to happen in May, just because I know how things are. And that fight being in May possibly could still happen, but that's not what they're planning it for. They're looking more towards September 2025, which would be at 8 months away for where we are now. So, I mean, it makes sense when you look at it. It gives Terence Crawford extra time to put on some weight, which will be an advantage for him. He'll be a little bit older. I don't know if he'll be rusty going into the situation. A lot of people felt like he was a little rusty going into the Madrimal fight. So we'll have to see. Don't know any persons or anything in this situation, but I do know these are reports that was coming out. I told people months ago. I told people earlier last year, around this time last year, I told people Crawford is a real option for Canelo. Canelo's the one that requested to fight Crawford. Crawford wasn't running around asking about this fight first. It was Canelo who requested that first. I want that. I want everybody to remember that. Before they say, "Oh, well," I see people already saying, "Well, this fight doesn't need to happen." Canelo versus Mayweather was a fight I felt like should have never happened. I complained about that fight before it started, and if you look back, he wasn't ready for that fight. That was a fight I complained about, literally. Amir Khan versus Canelo. That was a fight if you look at those two fights, those fights could have easily not happened. It didn't do anything for Canelo in his career. But this fight right here definitely will do something. It definitely will. I mean, this is the closest talent you'll be fighting to Floyd Mayweather. I know a lot of people say Golovkin. Golovkin is not a Floyd Mayweather or Andre Ward type of fighter. He's not on that level. And for Terence Crawford to go in here and face Canelo, Canelo gonna get credit for winning this fight if he wins it. I mean, the fans, I don't know why they wouldn't want to give him credit for Terence Crawford, but they'll give him credit for Jamel Charlo. I wouldn't understand that. But Las Vegas, September 2025, that's the target date right now. Could be some changes that could happen, but right now it looks like that's what they're going to do. And I told people to watch out for this. There's been a lot of complaining, Turkey on the sheet, this. Why Crawford begging for a payday? Canelo don't need this. Well, Canelo don't got a lot of options right now. He's already pushed away Benavidez and Morrell. I mean, how could you make the sport of boxing better by doing that? So he has to be able to get in a position and take a fight like this. At this point, it's too many people that's concerned about the fight. If the fight was ignored and people didn't pay attention to it, well, the fight possibly wouldn't be happening right now. But since it has a lot of eyes on it and a lot of attention, that's not going to help the situation for people who don't want to see the fight. But that's all I got. Like and subscribe.